A complete and comprehensive testing across Hong Kong is one of the measures we're considering. Hong Kong has already worked hard to increase its testing ability. At the end of the month, we should get to around 300,000 people a day. But we have limitations to our staffing resources. We've expressed our needs, and I trust the central Chinese government will respond.
We've been bolstering our resources, developing clear plans, and preparing to take action.
Police in Canada have dialed up pressure on protesters occupying downtown Ottawa for nearly 3 weeks to leave now on their own terms. While officers have not physically removed people yet, the increased police presence has demonstrators bracing for action and showing defiance. Many honked their car horns in unison in violation of a court order on Thursday, while others shrugged off warnings and soaked in a portable hot tub set up near Parliament. Protester Chris Stacey said it was important to turn out to protest.
It's what enshrines our inalienable rights as citizens. So we have, the right to free speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to move, freedom to do this.
Officers have put up barriers around government buildings, started making arrests, and on Thursday said they would restrict access to the downtown core. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has repeatedly warned that demonstrators were threatening public safety. And safety, Interim Police Chief Steve Bell says, is the top priority.
We want this demonstration to end peacefully. We want people to realize that it is coming to an end and not require us to escalate in terms of how we look to deal with demobilizing it.
The protests were originally sparked by objections to COVID-19 vaccine mandates for cross-border truckers. But many people occupying Canada's capital have now made clear their wider opposition to Trudeau's government, and some say they want to kick him out of office.
It didn't matter that Amir's name wasn't on the warrant, because we don't have a right to a name in the eyes of some in this country. We are nameless suspects. We're nameless suspects when we walk in department stores. We're not customers, we're nameless suspects. When we go in restaurants to feed our families, we're not patrons, we're nameless suspects. When they got to Amir's daughter of the night, they didn't check the wine. It don't matter. It's a black man's house. He's a nameless suspect.
And right now, Chief of Police, Mayor Fry, and all those SWAT members, MPD that was in there, when you go to bed at night, I want you to see his face. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to see his face. When you take a shower, I want you to see his face. When you brush your teeth, I want you to see his face. Because what y'all have done to him has already been done to y'all. Wow. Believe that.
Ex-U.S. President Donald Trump's social media app Truth Social began its beta rollout this week, according to sources invited to test it. About 500 people have started using an early version of the app, which has pledged to deliver an engaging and censorship-free experience. Two sources told Reuters they received an email earlier this week inviting them to test Truth Social. Users have already begun posting on the beta version, including Trump's account verified at Real Donald Trump, with a message saying, quote, "Get ready, your favorite president will see you soon." By late Wednesday, Trump's account on Truth Social had 317 followers. He had 88 million followers before Twitter banned him a year ago, along with Facebook and YouTube. Trump Media and Technology Group Chief Executive Devin Nunes said the app will launch by the end of March.
We were getting ready to go to work. We got up, and just like at the time of 2014 or 2015, there was a huge roar. It was not far away. I looked out of the window. People were saying it was somewhere close, maybe kindergarten. We dressed and ran to the basement, just like before, into the cellar where we have a bomb shelter. Then there was an explosion after explosion, but the shells did not land here, but at the railway depot. Obviously, we were all anxious and panicked because we expected some provocations exactly at this time, so we thought that the war had indeed started. But I watched Ukrainian news and communicated with friends, and it looked like nobody was attacking Ukraine. It was only in Stanitsia Luhanska, Kondrashevka.
Подвалы. Оказалось, что его нету, и все пошли сюда. Давайте я пройду, его там снимайте. Труба шла, ну здесь вот.
Here was a pipe and beds which have since been removed because there was not reason to use it for the past 7 years. That's all that's left. Now here we go again, dark and scary. But what else can we do?
Дальше угол ставить, смотри, доску. Да, вот